It's Moo Man.
Moo Man?
This is not a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Moo Man. It is Moo Man on the mic.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, it is your man, Moo Man, once again back with another episode of the Initiative Podcast, where we get into everything celebrity news, world news, sociology, psychology, and WTF. Let's go. Okay, so thank y'all once again. I said that, and I'm going to keep saying that 1,000 times. Listening to the podcast, well appreciated. We're going to 500 subscribers on YouTube. We're going to hit every goal that we have set out to accomplish. My shout out of this episode goes to Donald Hinton. Okay, Instagram headline: from prison to property shatters stereotypes as he buys property 4 months after being released from prison and acquires 13 more while still on probation. Donald Hinton is indeed the shout out of today, and it's amazing because, as you know, I've done my time in prison. I know how hard it is to acclimate yourself back into society, back into the social field, and when you are in prison, you do have an opportunity to change your entire scope on life, your entire physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional beings. And what Donald Hinton did was dialed down. Okay, he focused while he did his time, found out the intricacies and the techniques of real estate and equity, not to mention the taxes depending on what state you're in, and he did his thing. Okay, shout out to Donald Hinton. Let's get into the headline hero. Okay, the headline hero, as y'all know, we are wiring it down. We're getting to the end of Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health awareness has been the hero all May long. Let me tell y'all something. Between struggling with my own mental sensitivities and coping with the mental sensitivities of others, I have learned a very valuable lesson. That valuable lesson, as I've said in previous episodes, is patience. All right, patience to an astronomical degree. Okay, you have to pray for this kind of patience. You have to pray for this kind of awareness. You know what I mean? And when you get it, he will give it. You know what I'm saying? When you ask, he will give it, that is. And I just want to, my heart goes out to everyone who does suffer from mental health sensitivities. Every episode in May, I've just been, you know what it is? I've been around so many people with different mental health sensitivities, in which stereotypes, tell you that you aren't capable of doing certain things because you don't have a certain amount of brain power. I have been, that one where it's like, well, you can't do this because you don't have that kind of brain power. And my apologies goes out to everyone who I've said that to. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 1,100, because if I'm condemning you, I'm condemning myself. If I'm limiting you, I'm limiting myself. And everything is possible, and anything is possible under the most high and the most strenuous conditions with the most strenuous of mental sensitivities. And it's not fair to not recognize that. Let's get into the headline hunting. All right, let's do it. In a shocking turn of events at Crisco Ray High School, school board tries to leave after security finds hundreds of videos of girls changing in the locker room. Parents are furious. Listen, they were holding a school meeting, a school thing for the community, and police, security found hundreds of videos of girls changing in the locker room. Hundreds. All right, not just tens, not just 20s. We're talking about hundreds, 100, 200, 300, 400 plus. All right, and then they tried to leave as if they were not going to be held accountable. No, every parent in there should be snapping off, raising charges, bringing everyone to justice, not vigilante justice as everyone is enticed to do, especially the real live fathers out there. No, all of the entire community itself need to get together, hold everyone accountable, and put them under the jail. They were all complicit with the situation, so that means there are no excuses and there is no justice. You see what I'm saying? Without due process, and let's make sure that we follow it, period. Headline hunting. Happy birthday to Jadakiss, from the last kiss to the kiss of death to the kiss the game goodbye. It's his 50th birthday, okay? He is in a new school of champions, okay? Shout out to every black man that makes it past the next day, the day after, just for today. If he's not on your top 5, then you need to rehash mastery of bar spitting. Okay, you have to understand, Jadakiss is a legend, an icon, and not just Jadakiss. Happy birthday to 3 Stacks. All right, happy birthday to one half of the duo that is Outkast. Happy birthday to Andre 3000 as he too turns 50. The innovating trailblazer and cultural icon has reshaped the sound of music as a standalone hip-hop artist, and again, one half of the duo Outkast, the 7 Grammy-winning Zeitgeist, I'm sure has more creativity up his sleeve in the realms of fashion, hip-hop, and music. I can't wait for his next album. I know a lot of people give him flack like, oh man, he only came out with the album with no words, just instruments, and this, that, and the third. You have to understand, hip-hop is a magical musician realm. Okay, it's more than just rapping, it's more than just spoken word, it's more than just instruments. It is the feel behind it. It is your frequency, your sound, your vibration behind what you are putting out. And let me tell you, I am waiting for Andre to drop even more game shattering situations that is music. Headline hunting. Okay, the Twitter account discussing film had to turn off its comment after posting their first trailer for Ironheart. Directed by Ryan Coogler, due to a wave of racist remarks, the upcoming Marvel series features a black woman lead superhero, Rare Williams, played by Dominique Thorne. Now, let me tell y'all something. Ironheart, if you follow the comics, is the black girl who went to Tony Stark's MIT school, you know what I'm saying, for the gifted, for the extraordinary, for the genius in the comic book. So this not only follows the comic book lines, to have the audacity for racists, for misogynists, and for sexists who just couldn't wait, you know what I'm saying, for the trailer to drop to put more dislikes than likes. Y'all got the game fucked up as usual, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool because, as I've been saying, it is a mental disorder, racism and prejudice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what are y'all mad about? Are y'all mad that Iron Man in the comic books written by Stan Lee, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, has paid credence with not only Wakanda and the Black Panther franchise, but young black girl Ironheart, who will be the next Iron Man, you know what I'm saying, Iron Woman? Don't be mad about it, y'all. Y'all just gotta either throw yourselves off a bridge, and I'm not condoning that you commit any kind of suicide. I'm just saying you gotta do something about yourselves, because you're not gonna be able to stop the black and brown people of this planet. You never have, you never will. We will be here long after the species, the bloodline within the genetic order that is the Neanderthal, will fade away and disappear. All right, that's just simple. That's simple evolution. That's why y'all try to create the eugenics, fake science, dealing with the caste of races, even though race is not particularly real. There's only melanated beings and non-melanated beings on this planet. And for y'all to sit up here and, once again, just like how y'all try to do sinners, just like how y'all try to do everything, all these races, you know what I'm saying, they just hate to see black people win, because we were created as a consumer class and now we are dominating as an elective. Sorry, not sorry. Headline hunting. Okay, Absol threatens to slap DJ Academics and bring back Black Hippie, and warning shot to the East Coast. Hey, listen here. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, Academics, he talks a lot of smack, but you gonna have to relax, Academics, because Absol ain't playing with y'all. And the Black Hippie Gang, that Black Hippie album, that's gonna be the next earth-shattering album project ever known in the history of hip-hop. That'll stand next to the giants. All right, understand that. You know what I mean? We're not about to sit up here and act like Academics has been more positive than negative. He's been more negative than positive. Freedom of speech, true. But how long will DJ Academics' personality upkeep, you know what I'm saying, in this positive environment that is now coming into hip-hop slowly but surely? And I am an advocate for it. You know what I'm saying? Those who seek to ruffle feathers in a negative way, those who seek to demean people's characters for the sake of clicks, views, and the likes, it's not going to happen for too much longer. DJ Academics, you are on notice, period, point blank. You know what I mean? And That's just the way it is. Headline hunting. Okay, ASAP Ills appears to confirm an ASAP Rocky and Young Thug collab while on live stream with Digital Nas. Both ASAP Rocky and Young Thug are gearing up to drop their own solo albums at the moment. Alright, Thug is planning to release his project UY Scooty in June. It will be his first since getting out of prison following the YSL RICO trial last year. He's already confirmed collaborations with Future, Travis Scott, 21 Savage, Ken Carson, and Mariah the Scientist for the track list. He derived the title from Bread, Supergiant star of the same name. Rocky discussed what fans can expect from the project during an interview with Variety earlier this month. This fucking album is dope. It represents who I am right now. It's just, I hope that it's digestible, he remarked at the time. He's already released multiple singles, including Hijack, Taylor Swift, and Ruby Rose. For them to collab would be another very unique and extremely creative, extremely fashionable with the marketing as they do their rollout project. I can't wait. I've been waiting for Young Thug's UI Scooty album for a minute. I've been waiting for another ASAP Rocky album because, as you know, when you have a baby, the creative juices get the flowing, and he's going on 3. All right, so that's just amazing to me. Shout out to Young Thug and ASAP Rocky. If y'all make that collaboration happen, we are here for it. The entire culture is here for it. Come on now. All right, let's get into the back of the house headline. All right, so look, the back of the house headline. Again, I'm a freestyle it, but it's really no different than the episode yesterday that I was talking about as far as World War is concerned. All right, you have 50,000 troops of Russian soldiers at their border. You have Ukraine gearing up to do some more drone attacks, and people are itching for that nuclear trigger finger. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, if y'all are hearing this podcast right now, if you've been listening into this podcast, I want y'all to really do your research. I want y'all to really start engaging with the community. Let's have them tough conversations. Let's talk about the real history of the Ukrainians and what the word Ukraine means. Let's talk about the real history of Russia. And let's talk about how Russia unveiled the black disciples. You know what I'm saying? The black Messiah. You know what I mean? Like, let's get into these discussions so that we can keep away from nuclear holocaust, right? Because we got to have them. Everyone's trying to rewrite history because they're scared that history is being revealed. Well, hey, this is what it is. This happens at every end of world age into a new world age, and we're still so many decades out from the actual new world age. If you've been following astrological science the way that I follow it, you know what I'm saying. But if you are unaware of world age events, this being alive right now is the time to witness these events. I mean, on a geological level, on a biological level, on a sentient level. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, and these wars, you know what I mean? The old school way of feudalism. You see what I'm saying? It's crashing and burning. We cannot and will not go back. It cannot and will not happen. You know what I mean? And for those who think that they can program people's minds, you know what I'm saying, with propaganda and release mind control when certain triggers are created and activated, you know what I'm saying, between Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, and All Lives Matter, these epithets are trigger words designed to drop you into a particular state of mind of complete control from those who see it from the outside circle looking in. This is a Hegelian dialect. All right, we are not going to keep protesting. We are going to make changes, and we're going to start with financial literacy, and then we're going to start with digital engineering, and then we're going to relearn, as if we haven't already learned now, if you haven't already came from a family who are masters of trade crafts. Trade crafts come a dime a dozen, and trade crafts are masterful when you know them by heart. Building a house from the ground up. You see what I'm saying? Using the natural resources of the earth and the nature around you. This is what it's gonna take. This is what we need to know on top of the digital age. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's gonna help us flourish, and we need to understand that at a very, very critical level right now. This is a very critical level right now for the planet. And I just want everyone to hold on, hold your heart, hold your loved ones, and let's move forward with intelligence. But as you know, thank y'all for listening to this episode of the podcast. It is your man, Moo Man, on the mic, and I will see y'all on the next episode. Let's go.
I don't mean no disrespect, but no way. I can't listen to you, I do this my own way. This is not a game, no, I don't play. And you no way. No, no,